Our next story, all eyes have returned to the Sistine Chapel as Catholic cardinals entered a second day of voting to elect a new pope after a long first ballot that ended with black smoke. Yesterday night, the crowds in St. Peter's Square drew thinner, remained engaged and hopeful. The 133 cardinals begun their day with a private mass before proceeding to vote. We have some breaking news for you. The black smoke has come out of the chimney, signalling that the conclave will continue and that the election process will continue. The two-thirds majority of the 133 cardinals voting who will be the next pontiff has not been reached, and so voting will continue as the secret ceremony, the secret election of the 133 cardinals who will elect the next leader of the 1.4 billion Catholics around the world continues. And as we are reiterating now, black smoke has come out of the chimney. Joshua Barnes, anchor and correspondent for NewsX. And so we will continue to see the cardinals secluded and cut off from the rest of the world underneath Michelangelo's painting in the Sistine Chapel. What can you tell us about this process and this recent update?
Yes, absolutely, Thomas. So we have now had black smoke, which has signalled the second vote today on the second day of the papal conclave to find Pope Francis's successor. Now, this is a significant moment, of course, because it signals the fact that no pope has been found, however, or no pope has been voted for, but this is widely expected. Now, in recent history, papal conclaves have lasted around 2 to 3 days. Of course, we have now only had 3 votes. The first one earlier today, there was no black smoke for that vote because there would only have been white smoke for the first vote in the morning. The second vote signalled now, black smoke has been shown, which is continuing to say that there is still no pope elected, but of course this vote will continue. Now, to provide some context on this process, 133 cardinals under the age of 80 are currently situated to be elected. This process is done in secret, away from media, away from any interference. There are no technological devices, there are electronic jammers in the floor of the Sistine Chapel. This is truly a secretive process, arguably the most secret vote in the world, and it is expected to take some time given the fact that two-thirds majority needs to be reached. Now, there are of course talks that some of this can be political. There will be allegiances in this vote, but mostly it is about coming together and agreeing on one name to carry the Roman Catholic Church forward.
Thank you very much, Joshua, for those updates. We are joined by Rabbi David Rosen, former Chief Rabbi of Ireland, who's located in Jerusalem. Thank you very much for joining us, Rabbi. As we've seen, given the images, that a pope has not been chosen in this round of voting. A two-thirds majority has not been reached. Can I get your immediate thoughts on this whole process, this whole conclave process, which is capturing the world, and the secrecy and the tradition of this process that's currently going on in the Sistine Chapel? No new pope yet. I believe we're having some technical issues there with. Can I just get your Rabbi David Johnson? Can I get your immediate reactions, please? Okay, I believe we're having some technical issues there. As we can see, black smoke has come out of the chimney. Meaning that the 133 cardinals currently in the Sistine Chapel have not reached a democratic two-thirds majority that's needed for the election of the head of the Catholic Church. Black smoke, meaning that a pope has not been chosen once again. Joshua Barnes, correspondent for NewsX World, what updates have you got for us?
Yes, absolutely, Thomas. Well, of course, the situation is clear. No two-thirds majority. No pope has been elected as the next pontiff. Let's just break down the cardinals that are involved in this vote. Of course, 133 cardinals, around 70 different countries are represented, 15 for the first time. Now, the split is still heavy in favour of Europe, 52 cardinals located in Europe during this vote. In Asia, 23. There's 21 in Latin America, of course, where Pope Francis was the first South American pope in history during his time as pontiff. 17 cardinals from Africa, 16 from North America, and 4 from Oceania. To provide you an update, the youngest cardinal in this vote is 45 years old. The oldest, of course, has to be under the age of 80. Now, while we have, of course, seen visuals of the black smoke coming out of the chimney, there are millions across the world watching, not just here on NewsX World, but also in the Vatican itself. Screens are being broadcast across the city, the country, and wider Rome as well. And this is an extremely pivotal moment. This person will decide, of course, the future of the Roman Catholic Church moving forward.
Thank you very much, Joshua, for joining us and bringing us those updates. We will continue to bring you updates on this secretive process of the choosing of a new pope. We are joined by Rabbi David Rosen, former chief rabbi of Ireland, located in Jerusalem. Thank you very much for joining us. Rabbi, I just want to get your thoughts on this whole secretive papal process, this traditional process that's done in complete secret by 133 cardinals. What are your thoughts that a pope still has yet to be chosen? David, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Apologies, David. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the black smoke raising out of the chimney. A pope has yet to be chosen by the cardinals that are residing in the Sistine Chapel right now.
Yeah, so that it means that there is not that they have not elected the pope, so we do not have a pope now. When all these 133 cardinals, when they come together and have two-thirds majority, if they vote for some of the cardinals, then there will be white smoke, and that will result, then they will announce that we have a pope, and that is a traditional way of electing the pope. But then there is there is a kind of distribution of cardinals from various places. It's making the process a little more difficult because the Asia has got more representations, also from various countries have got more representations, and now the locus, the particular power center has been distributed. So there is a lot of not one person, but there are so many persons, so many opinions, so many things are to be considered. So there will be some time it will take. So that will be actually a good process, so that a participatory church, which process again cones pro and con together, which part of the world should come to lead these 1.4 billion Catholics. So it is a kind of process again and again. They go through. It's a churning of taking out, something precious thing from among the cardinals.
David, since the death of the Pope, the film conclave has seen a 238% increase in viewership. This film gives like an insight into the political nature of the election process inside the Sistine Chapel. Pope Francis obviously was seen by some as a progressive pope. Others saw him as not going far enough. What are your personal hopes for the next pope? And given the current geopolitical climate, where do you think that we can see this vote going?
According to my assessment, actually there is a pull and push nature. That is one side, that's a conservatism is pulling because there is already a openness, a modern, a person who came, contemporary issues that he raised, and then according to the times of the signs of the times, then the Pope Francis has come out with new ideas of just breaking the whole traditions. Now the conservatives would like to have back again, so that is there is a pull from that side, and there is a new ideas that is coming up from Francis followers. So there's a both push and full pull, and that we want to see whether it's going to be a progressive or the conservatives. This both sides. We want to keep up the old Catholic Church, keep up the tradition, keep up the dogmatic things. Then at the same time, how we can be a modern, so how we can take up the issues of the present condition. So that is a challenging. So therefore they are churning out, and what I just firmly believe that we should see the signs of the times. We should also go into where people are thinking, what people are yearning for, what are the issues of the people, and such kind of pope will be more applicable to all our problems than going back again to the traditional mind. Yeah.
Yes, and David, how significant is it that this is the most geographically diverse conclave in history? We've seen cardinals from every single continent in the world. Europe remains heavily represented, but we're seeing popes from Africa, popes from Asia, many of whom have quite high odds at the bookies for being contenders to become the very next pope. So how important is it that this conclave has such strong geographical diversity?
Yeah, actually 2,000 years since Jesus' time onwards, the power center, we cannot say the power center, but the Pope representation was only a few pockets, and then the other parts of the world, they thought that the faith is not firm. I think now after this 2,000 years of missionary work in different parts of the world with various ways, even politically motivated, even the religion was spread, and then there was a lot of the missionaries worked in different parts of the world since the Middle Age. I think now it is a time that I believe even India, even Pakistan, even the other parts of Asia, even Africa. I think now the last pope was elected from Argentina. The same way, what we believe is that not only just in Europe, but also the other parts of the world also people are becoming more and more, become strong in. So the representation of, they also become a kind of new awakening of, to the relevant to this particular time. Yeah, that's what I believe.
David, thank you very much for joining us on the program, and we will bring you more up